Welcome. I'm gonna do another what I eat in a week for dinners. I really like doing these. They're fun. Turn on the camera and just film me making dinner for myself. If I have any recipes for whatever I'm making or inspiration, I'll make sure to link it down below. But it's typically not the case. Just sit back and relax and watch me make dinner for myself, and maybe you'll get some inspiration. Tonight for dinner, I want something simple and easy. And I remembered that I had a couple of eggs in the fridge, and so I boiled them up the other day, and I want egg salad. I'm so excited. I just took some of my just frozen sourdough out of the freezer. I have a couple of eggs that have seen better days. They kind of exploded, so these are definitely egg salad eggs. I'm gonna toast the bread up. Gonna be great. Get my little weird eggs into a bowl. Give them a smash with a fork. I don't really need to have them like super smooth. Some people will like grate the eggs, but I don't mind a chunky egg salad. To my eggs, I'm gonna add a little kosher salt, some black pepper, a little mustard powder, some mayonnaise, and I usually like to put cornichon in here. I love pickles. I didn't have any, so I just chopped up some dill pickles, and I'm just gonna mix it all up. Taste for seasoning, and there is my egg salad. It's really simple. It's just so delicious, and I love the crunch that the pickles give it. I forgot, sometimes I like to hit it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Now it's done. Just like a nice light toast on these. And I really love how the bread is hot and the egg salad's cold, and when you eat it, it's just like perfection. And I just pile it on, lunch lady style. Nice and sloppy. Finish it off with some flaky salt. Beautiful egg salad. I'm having like an open-faced moment lately, so I'm so glad that I buy loaves of bread and just slice it up and toss it in the freezer so I can just have dinner in literally 5 minutes. To make this a little bit more of a girl dinner, I made some French onion dip yesterday. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of that with some chips. There you go. After a long day, this is exactly what I want. Cheers. It's so good. Now for my dip. This dip is so delicious. I will find the recipe and I will write it in the description. It's so easy and it's perfect for parties this time of year. I'll see you tomorrow. I feel like I want like snacky food. So tonight for dinner, I am going to make those like Ritz sliders. I saw them ages ago. I can't even remember where. And it's just like those sliders you cook in the oven with like the Hawaiian rolls, and you can throw everything you want in there and just like bake them. But this is with Ritz, and so I'm very excited. I love Ritz. They're so salty and buttery. So I'm going to make some ham and cheese Ritz sliders in the oven. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. I don't know if like the cracker is gonna get soggy or if it's gonna crisp up right away. Time shall tell. If I can find the video that I saw this on, I think it was from Jessica O'Donoghue. I'll link it down below. I will link some recipes that I find online. I'm really not using a recipe. So my oven is preheating to 350 Fahrenheit and we can get started. Got a pan. I just did a light spraying of some just non-stick spray. I'm gonna put my first layer top side down. Beautiful. I've got some really delicious, ever so beautifully thinly sliced Polish ham here that I'm just kind of tear off and layer. I've got some cheddar cheese, some nice extra sharp cheddar. Just place that down there. This would really be good with Swiss too. This is like seriously such a yummy idea. Oh no. 3/4 of the cheese left. What shall I do? Delicious. Crown your kings. Oh no. One left. What shall I do? For my topping, I've got some melted butter here. I'm gonna put some black pepper, kosher salts, some dehydrated onion. This is dehydrated garlic. And I'm gonna put a little bit of worcestershire in here. Give it a little spin around. And then I'm just going to paint the crackers. Paint me like one of your crackers. And if you have extra, just like, you know, disperse. Mo butter, mo better. That's what I always say. I'm going to pop these in my oven. I think I'm gonna leave them uncovered. We'll see what happens. 15, 20 minutes or until everything is like golden and crispy and melted. Look at these. Look at the tops. Oh, I wish the lighting was better. There you go. Look at the tops of these and the melty cheese. This is unbelievable. The crackers, they're still crispy, but like they are just buttery and the flavor, wow. I have done something here. And yeah, it is perfect for a party. You can bake up like a ton of these at once. I'm gonna go have some more, but I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight for dinner, I want something lemony and comforting and pasta. So I'm going to make my lemon pasta with some chicken, and I feel like I'm needing some broccoli. It's like a simple pan sauce, boil some pasta, cook some chicken, someone on my front lawn, roast the broccoli, or you can do whatever veggie, or you don't need to have a veggie. Like, you don't need to have a balanced meal all the time. For my chicken, my oven is preheating to, I like to do like 375. And of course, for me, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And for my broccoli, that's gonna roast at 400 until I like the way it looks. Sometimes I like it super, just like burnt to a crisp. Sometimes I like it a little more tender. We'll see how I'm feeling. Little olive oil, little black pepper, kosher salts, onion powder, garlic powder. I'm just gonna put some lemon pepper on here. Clean hands, give it a good rub in the oil. And I'm just gonna pop this into my oven. Broccoli, definitely not gonna use all of it, so I'm just gonna cut off a few florets here. Olive oil, kosher salt, lemon pepper. Give these a smush around, pop them in. Pan, medium heat, butter. This is where we're gonna build our sauce, and then we're gonna put the pasta into the sauce. Got a pot of boiling water here, heavily salted. Cook your pasta until it is just about done because we're gonna finish it off in the sauce. A little bit of red pepper. It's probably too much, I'm gonna die. And some garlic, and let that saute up nice and toasty. Chicken is done. Look how good that looks. In with my chicken stock. This will also deglaze the pan, and I'm just gonna let this boil, start to reduce down a little bit, get a little thicker. Also, my broccoli is done, and I found some cherry tomatoes that I thought I could also roast up, so that's good to go. In my sauce, lemon juice. I put a lot. I like it really lemony. Make sure you zest your lemons before you juice them. A little bit of Worcestershire in here. The zest of that lemon can now go into my sauce. This has reduced down to a good place, and I want to make it a little thicker, so I got a little slurry together, which is just cornstarch and some water. And I'm just gonna pour this in here, and it pretty much instantly starts to thicken up. You can already see it changing, like look at that. I want to bring it back up to a boil, and then the cornstarch will be like cooked out or whatever, and it will just be this thick, garlicky, lemony sauce. And if I need to thin it out any when I put the pasta in here, I can use my pasta water. I'm going to transfer everything over to this pot and finish cooking the pasta in the pan. That's dinner. Still so very hot. That is unbelievable. I'm gonna be alone with this in the other room, so I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight for dinner, I wanted something a little not as heavy. I'm just not feeling the greatest. So in my mind, that's kind of like breakfast. I think I want some eggs and toast. I was scouring the fridge and I saw that I had some of my dad's tomatoes left that he canned from the garden that he still doesn't know I have. So I'm gonna try to make that like Chinese dish tomato egg or some version of it. I just think that would be so delicious, like piled on a nice toasted piece of like sourdough. So that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like eggs are a fast dish. So I've got everything ready to go. My toast is ready. Now all I have to do is cook this. I'm gonna put my tomatoes in first because these are cold from the fridge. I wanna saute them up a little bit. Then I'm just gonna add my eggs, just salt and pepper in there. I feel like this could not be easier. There you go. It definitely doesn't look as appetizing as I hoped, but I do have every bit of faith that it will be delicious. Let's see if I can eat this without like spilling it everywhere. My bread didn't really toast up like I wanted it to. I have such a hard time with a toaster oven. Whatever. That is good. It's so comforting and warming, and these tomatoes are so delicious. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm really into barbecue chicken lately. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I need it. I've got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They have just been chilling with barbecue sauce and a little bit of Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. I'm gonna go start the grill up soon. While the grill is getting all toasty, I'll prep my veggie. I want Brussels sprouts so badly, and I went to Costco the other day and I saw this huge bag of Brussels sprouts and they look so good, much better than what I'm getting in my like local store right now. So that's exciting. I'm gonna roast some of these up, and I feel like I want pasta. Roast them, I just like to cut the end off, cut them in halves. My oven is preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Got my little sprouts, clean hands, give them a good zhuzh. On here, I just have some salt and lemon pepper. Just want to get them coated, and of course some olive oil. And then I like to roast them with the cut side down. I love all these little leaves that fall off. They get so yummy and crispy. All right, I'm gonna throw these in my preheated oven until, I guess I like the way they look. Sometimes I like them really dark. Sometimes I like them just tender, just done. Just watch them however you like them. I wanted some short pasta, but I couldn't find any. So I do have an open box of lasagna that I have to use up. So what I'm gonna do is just break my lasagna noodles, which are okay to break. You shouldn't break spaghetti because that's wrong, but lasagna, break it. I'm gonna pop these into boiling salted water. Just cook them until they're done. Just look at the box. I think it says like 11 or 12 minutes. I think that I want something lemony, so I might do like a brown butter lemon situation. Nice and roasty toasty. I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of lemon zest and some Parmesan cheese. Just gonna brown my butter now. I put a little bit of pepper in here, and I'm gonna wait till this gets all foamy and brown and it smells like nutty and sweet and delicious. Then I'm gonna toss my pasta back in here with lemon zest. Also in my pasta, I'm just gonna grate some more, whatever this is, Parm. I realize it's not the cutest thing, and it looks pretty beige, but I swear these were green at one point. You saw it, but look at the color and caramelization you get on these things. I love them. Chicken, Brussels sprout, pasta, all of it. This is hitting. This is hitting all the right places. I love these little leaves from the Brussels sprout. Crunchy, crispy. This is a good meal. Thank you for joining me this week. Hope you had a fun time. Hope you got some inspiration. I was kind of all over the place. It was a weird week. So until next time, I'll see you later.